Yo guys, what is up? It is SternOak coming at you with a brand new video, and today I will be reviewing in my opinion, the best budget camera for YouTubers, the Panasonic Lumix G7. So I got the kit from Amazon. It's $550 and it comes with this stuff. So I bought the Lumix G7 with a bundle. If you buy it without the bundle and just with the body and the kit lens, it would cost you around $450. But I do suggest you get the bundle that I bought it with, because as you can see here, it comes with a lot of stuff. You know, backpack, microphone, a mini tripod, extra battery. So yeah, I do highly suggest you get that. And I am recording right now with another lens actually that doesn't come in that $550 kit that I was just talking about. I bought a Lumix G 25mm lens from Amazon for $150, and that's how I have this blurry background behind me. And if you do notice, like if you watch YouTubers videos, like a lot of them, they look professional because they have that you know, those lens that blur the background, and that effect is called bokeh basically. So yeah, I'm also recording with the Rode Video Mic Go that came with the kit, and I do think it sounds good right now. I'm not recording right now with the mini tripod though. I'm recording with one of my dad's vintage tripods, 50-inch tripod. But because I do think the mini tripod is for vlogging, and I will do a vlogging test because today I have to go basketball with my friend, and right now I'm using face detection. I'm looking at the screen right now because the camera has a fully articulating screen, by the way, and like I can see like the box following my face around. So yeah, like I do hear that one of the main criticisms of this camera is that the autofocus is pretty bad. But I mean, for situations like this, you know, where you're not moving too much like in vlogging and the background doesn't constantly change, I think the autofocus is excellent. Like I can just see the boxes moving on my face right now. It's pretty fun. And yeah, I do suggest this for anyone that you know, is already a YouTuber and wants to step their game up, which is what I'm doing right now, which is why I bought that camera. And I do also suggest it for YouTubers that are just starting out, you know. For this camera, for YouTube, it is perfect. It has a fully articulating touchscreen. meaning it can flip around to the front so you can see yourself, take selfies, you know, do vlogs. And it has a mic jack. It has a USB port so you can transfer photos and videos directly to your laptop instead of having to get like an SD card adapter, you know, and all that hassle. And yeah, it's pretty lightweight too, and the design is really pretty. And like, I'll show you guys right now what my setup looks like. Okay, so this is what my setup looks like, guys. I'm recording on my iPhone 10 on 4K 24 FPS. And this is the camera right here. The setup with the Rode Video Micro. And it has the little stand here for the mic. I'm not recording with the kit lens again. I bought a separate lens, but the kit lens is good. Like, you should still get the camera with the kit lens because it's good for photography and for vlogging, because it has a wider range, like it has a wider point of view when you're doing vlogs. And this is my vintage tripod my dad just gave me. So there we go. You see, touchscreen moves around and stuff. Yo, what's up, guys? I'm back on my iPhone 10, and I'm gonna show you guys what the menus look like on here. So okay, first, this is in recording mode. It's on auto because I'm not a professional yet with cameras. So as you can see, there's different autofocus modes. I think the face eye detection seems to be pretty good right now for me, but I was previewing the footage on my first clips, and I noticed that the autofocus kind of goes away and just my face gets blurred out, so I'm gonna have to experiment with that stuff. And then you got the autofocus flexible. Okay, I don't know what this is, guys, but anyway, guys, if you guys do get this camera, I highly suggest that you look into the user's guide and you extensively research on YouTube on how to use, you know, Lumix G7 cameras and stuff like that. So this can also show you like what file type you want. This is like RAW, and you can also choose MP4. By the way, I do suggest to shoot in just RAW when you do this footage, because the quality will be a lot worse if you just record it in, you know, in like a normal file, if you guys get what I'm saying. But the file size will be a lot bigger though. But I think the quality that you get from it is worth it. So this is the other one. Oh, this is for aspect ratios. I'm doing 16:9 large because this is like the standard aspect ratio for YouTube, if you guys didn't know that. But on phones like this iPhone 10, and you know, those new phones like those OnePlus, those S10s, those actually have an 18:9 aspect ratio. So here is the what do you call that, like the video quality. You can choose, as you can see, the it can go 1080p HD up to 60 frames per second, so you can do slow-mo, guys. Pretty nice. And 4K can go to up to 30 frames per second, but 24 frames is, again, like the standard for videos, guys, if you didn't know that. 30 frames just looks like, it looks a bit smooth to me. Like, I feel like it would be better for something like vlogs, which, by the way, guys, I will use the kit lens and I will film in 30 frames 4K when I do my basketball vlog later today. And as you can see, FHD, full HD. I think this is 1440p. It goes up to 60 frames as well. And as you can see, MP4, so that you won't have to convert. But again, I said just shoot in RAW. So this is forced flash. You don't really. Oh yeah, this camera doesn't have built-in flash, by the way. But built-in flash is usually bad. And also, this that's another reason to buy this other $150 25mm lens, because it works very well in low light compared to the kit lens. But this setting is just for, you know, if you have a flash attached to the camera. But you don't need that if you have this 25mm lens. So this is also the picture profile. I got it on Vivid right now because the colors seem more true. And there's also this mode called Cine D and Cine V. It basically gives you a flat picture profile, so that, you know, because for films, like, it's really common for them to film flat so that they can color grade it, so that when they change the colors and stuff, the quality of the picture is retained. So basically, as you can see, the Cine D and Cine V is blacked out, and the way to access it is you have to switch to movie mode, but I'm on movie mode, which is the N, the camcorder right there, but I'm on auto mode right now. So if you're a beginner, I suggest auto mode. I'm also a beginner too. So hold up, and then you see I'm on movie mode right now, and then as you can see, you can change the, see, this is what I'm talking about, guys, the flat picture profile. It looks flatter. This is the video test on the vivid picture profile. This is a video test with the SternOak D picture profile. Okay guys, what makes this really good for photographers is that it has an electronic viewfinder. The viewfinder, it's really good for taking, you know, more accurate photos. But for video, you know, just stay on this, just use the screen, just look at it when you're taking videos. So okay guys, so another thing is battery life. You know, I've been recording on this on a fully charged battery like since like 1 hour ago, and it's still on 3 bars of battery, and I think this gets about like 5 or 6 hours of recording time, you know, on 1080p, and then like 3 or 4 in 4K, which is really excellent, guys, because put this in perspective, like the Sony a6300, that is like an $800 camera if you buy that right now, and the camera like the batteries will literally last you like 25 minutes like tops if you record in 4K. This records in 4K for like 3 to 4 hours, you know, it's no biggie. And another thing is the ISO, guys, is basically like for lighting and stuff, you know. If it's dark, you put the ISO up. If it's bright, you put the ISO down. It's pretty, you know, as you can see, guys, like I'm not really like good with all this adjustment. That's why I'm in auto right now. But as you can see, there's a lot of stuff you can do. And there's a lot of buttons here, guys. Like for this price point, you know, there's not a lot of cameras at this price point that offer this much customization, you know, as the Lumix G7. That's why, as in the beginning of the video, this is the best bang for your buck budget camera for YouTubers. So there's 2 dials here, and you can adjust these to change ISO, change shutter speed. You know, shutter speed is basically when it's like the amount of time that you give the lens to capture light, and the more that you let it capture light, the more light that is going to be in your photos, basically. Like if you guys see those pictures, you know, with those city lights, and then like it looks like the lights are moving. It's like moving hyperspace, you know. I don't know how to describe it, but that's basically what shutter speed allows you to do. So yo, what's up, guys? I'm recording 4K 24p on this beautiful sunny day. I was gonna play basketball, but my friend said nah, I can't come, so I'm just taking a walk in the park by myself here. You can see the face tracking looks pretty good. I'm looking at the monitor right now. Look at that, look pretty nice. It has that little by the way, I'm using the kit lens, the 14mm, because like it has a wider field of view than the 25mm. But the 25mm, if you use that for vlogging, the background will have a lot more blur. But this is like an amazing kit lens, guys. Like I was talking about getting the Canon M50, but one of the main reasons I didn't get that is because the kit lens is ass. Like it makes it look like a phone. This camera, it's like 50 bucks. It's $100 cheaper than a Canon M50. I mean, like 150 bucks cheaper if you don't get the kit. And like look at the kit lens. This is like high quality. Look at that. Look at that. It's a nice day out here. Yo guys, I'd like to make a clarification before this video ends. I'm pretty sure, you know, some of you guys might be in the comments talking about, oh, like, why should I even get this camera if the footage on your iPhone looks just as good? Well, here's my iPhone 10, right? It's $1,000, right? compared to $560 in the camera. All right, but this can do a lot more than just take videos and stuff, of course, right? Play games, watch movies, YouTube and all that. But the thing is that like, if you guys notice, I was filming in 24 frames of 4K on this iPhone 10, and if you notice, the there was a bit of stutter and lag while I was filming, like while I was moving the camera. You know, it really doesn't look good. And also, like, the thing is that beginner photographers, like, to them, the camera on this will look similar to the camera on this, because, you know, they haven't learned how to fully use a camera yet. Because a camera like this is a mirrorless camera, by the way. It's just like a DSLR, but it just doesn't have the mirrors, so that's what makes it smaller. Yeah, that's another common misconception, by the way. Mirrorless cameras are just like DSLR cameras, if not better, because they're just more compact and you do the same thing. The thing is that, as I demonstrated, you know, in those settings, you know, those picture profiles and the ISO and stuff like that, there really is a lot that you can do with the camera to make it look better, way better than an iPhone. And this iPhone has two lenses, a wide lens and a telephoto lens. And if you guys noticed, while I was filming with the iPhone to demonstrate the camera and stuff, there was also like a little background blur in the background. But the thing is that with iPhone, it's all digital, so it looks less cleaner, and you can see, like, you know, the outlines aren't like very good, you know, on the subject that it's focusing on, because it's digital. It's like a fake bokeh of some sort, you know. With this, it's real, because, you know, like, by the size of the lens. You know, size of the lens is how you get that f measurement, like f1.8, f2.5. That's where you see that. That's why you see that on all the lenses and stuff. Like, that's what determines, like, how much bokeh there is in the background. Like, f2.0 and below is what gives this really nice, professional looking, you know, depth of field background. So I'd just like to clarify those things, because like, I don't want to start a war in the comment section, because I've already started a lot of wars on the YouTube comment section. So yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully you guys take my advice and buy this as soon as possible. You know, if you're on the fence about this, you know, just go buy it, please. You know, and if you guys have a little more money to spend, I do suggest getting the Lumix G85. It is a newer version of this. By the way, this camera came out in 2015, but for cameras, it's not that old, because they age a lot. They age a lot slower than stuff like phones and PCs and laptops and things of that sort. This came out in 2015. The Lumix G85 came out in 2016, and that has better autofocus, you know, and better stabilization, you know. So I would say that's Lumix G85 is better for vloggers. But for budget, like, we're talking about budget, and I think like $700, $650 is not really budget for most people. I would say around $500 is what budget is, which is why I recommend this camera. It is bang for your buck. And you guys can also search up comparison videos, you know. Some of you guys are probably also looking at the Canon M50, but Canon M50 has a terrible crop on 4K. It's like a 2.6 crop, so it's not future proof. It's not future proof. Yeah, that's also another big reason to get this camera, because it's very future proof, because the new standard for resolution is going to be 4K. Right now it is 1080p, but 4K is the next standard, and this camera should last you about, like, this camera should last me about, like, at least 5 years. A lot of stuff that I still have to learn, guys, but you guys have to take my word, because because after summer I was looking for a camera, you know, for about 2 weeks. I spent like 2 weeks researching for a good camera, and this is what came. For like about a week and a half, I was really leaning on the Canon M50, but then I learned about, you know, the nasty crop that has in 4K. It's not future proof. And then the 30-minute recording limit. I mean, like, what is that stuff, guys? By the way, the Lumix G7, it also has a recording limit, but you can change that easily by, you know, going to a tutorial on YouTube and then changing some settings about, like, the license or something like that. Anyway, guys, yeah, that's so. Yeah, again, it just proves this is a solid camera, bang for your buck. So much stuff you can do with it. Hey guys, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully, you know, we got more professional videos to come. I'm on the come up. I'm the next YouTuber to blow up in 2019, you know. Anyway, guys, see you in the next one.